itong post ni Attorney Israelito Torion. Sabi niya, halaka! There is actually a precedent where the Supreme Court punished a lawyer, Attorney Lorenzo Gadon, for engaging in a fishing expedition in an impeachment complaint. Ito yung kaso, Garrido versus Gadon. Case number, so and so, May 21, 2024. This in-bank decision disciplines Attorney Lorenzo Gadon for gross misconduct in connection with the impeachment complaint he filed against then Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno in August 2017. The court ultimately records another disbarment in his personal file. He was already disbarred in a prior case, imposes a fine of 150,000 and this declares him ineligible for judicial clemency. The ruling turns on two core issues: the importance of verification in impeachment complaint and, number two, the impropriety of fishing expedition in such proceeding. So, ito, naparusahan si Gadon dahil sa fishing expedition. Number one, the importance of verification. The Constitution itself mandates verification for impeachment complaints. Gadon's verification stated under oath that the allegations were true and correct of his personal knowledge or based on authentic documents. Dahil siyang nagsampay. So, na-verify ko, sabi niya. This is the standard language required in verified pleadings. The court treats verification as far more than a procedural formality. It is not an empty ritual or a meaningless formality. Its import must never be sacrificed in the name of mere expedience or sheer caprice. Its purpose is to guarantee verity attested by the sanctity of the oath, that the allegations were made in good faith, are true and correct. Okay, dito naman tayo sa lumalabas dito, ang kanyang basihan lang na nag-file ng impeachment complaint ay newspaper reports. During the House Committee on Justice hearing, to be pure hearsay, Gadon admitted, number one, his only source was a Manila Times reporter named Jomar Canlas. He had never seen the draft TRO or the supposed blanket TRO. He had no authentic document in his possession when he filed the complaint. The court ruled this was perjury in the verification. Gadon knowingly executed a false oath. The fact that the House Committee eventually approved the articles of impeachment or the court later ousted Sereno on other grounds did not cure the defect. The ruling stresses that the issue is not whether Sereno actually falsified anything, but whether Gadon himself has a good faith basis on the accusation at the time he verified the complaint. Grabe itong si Gadon, no? Okay, ito naman, yung fishing expedition. The court explicitly labels Gadon's conduct as a fishing expedition. In accusing Sereno of falsifying a TRO without personal knowledge or any supporting evidence, Gadon essentially ventured on a fishing expedition before the House of Representatives. This deplorable act certainly cannot be countenanced, lest the filing of a similar or worse suits before the court and other government agencies be encouraged. A fishing expedition in legal terms means filing a complaint or proceeding without concrete evidence hoping that the process itself will uncover or force the production of supporting facts. Here, Gadon announced a serious accusation of falsification of a Supreme Court order. He had zero personal knowledge and zero authentic documents at filing. He relied on second-hand newspaper reports and hearsay from a journalist who later denied being the source under oath. He admitted under congressional questioning that he had not seen the critical documents. The court condemns this as bad faith and malicious intent to malign Sereno. It was not a good faith grievance but an attempt to use the impeachment process as a tool to damage reputation and pressure resignation. The ruling ties this directly to gross misconduct, and because it shows willful disregard of procedural norms, lack of prudence and responsibility, devaluation of the verification requirements. So, ang ganda at mayroon na pala ganitong jurisprudence. Kasi lumalabas ngayon, dito sa impeachment case ni VP Sara, nagkakaroon din ng fishing expedition. So kung meron ng ruling ng Supreme Court na pinarusahan nila si Gadon for fishing expedition, ay di sigurado tayo. Mag 330 na si VP Sara sa mga naisampang petition sa Korte Suprema questioning the legality or constitutionality of the proceedings sa Committee on Justice. Dahil kulang-kulang ang ebidensya at sila nang pro-produce. Example, yung AMLAC, yung BIR income tax returns, ano pa dyan? Yung SALN. Lahat yan, wala sa original complaint. Ang Committee on Justice na ang nag-pro-produce ng mga ebidensya. And to me, that is fishing expedition at nakikita ko na mag 330 na si VP Sara laban sa mga kongresista. Interview ni Pinky Webb kay Congresswoman Luistro. Grabing lantarang sinupalpal ni Pinky Webb si Luistro. Sabi niya, binubuhat niyo ang sarili yung bangko, opening statement. So ano bang nakikita mo na pwede niyong looking back, what things that you should have done better? Pakinggan natin na.
Hirap po sabihin kasi parang nagbubuhat kayo ng sarili ninyong bangko. But throughout all this experience wherein you had to obviously make opening statements, traffic the people who had to speak, make sure that they're not asking probing questions and simply clarificatory questions, trying to stay within the jurisdiction of the House Justice Committee. Was there anything, looking back in hindsight, that you could have done better or improved on?
I don't think there are matters in the proceeding that I would be changing the way we handled it with regards to this impeachment proceeding, because ever since day one, Pinky, maliwanag yun. Renounce ko agad yun. And I keep on sharing that to the justice members. We need to be very, very cautious.
Mahirap po sabihin kasi parang nagbubuhat kayo ng sarili ninyong bangko. But throughout all this experience wherein you had to obviously make opening statements, traffic the people who had to speak, make sure that they're not asking probing questions and simply clarificatory questions, trying to stay within the jurisdiction of the House Justice Committee. Was there anything, looking back in hindsight, that you could have done better or improved on?
I don't think there are matters in the proceeding that I would be changing the way we handled it with regards to this impeachment proceeding, because ever since day one, Pinky, maliwanag yun. Renounce ko agad yun. And I keep on sharing that to the justice members. We need to be very, very cautious.
mahirap po sabihin kasi parang nagbubuhat kayo ng sarili ninyong bangko. But
Ang sakit naman nun. Yan ang, kung minsan hindi natin nababantayan, kahit ako. Minsan binubuhat ko na sarili kong bangko only to realize later. Ang pangit ng dating. Dapat hintayin natin ang ibang tao na magsabi ng maganda para sa atin. Hindi yung ikaw ang nagsasabi na ganito ang ginagawa mo, ganit yan. Ay, salamat, Madam Pinky Web sa mga ganyang, Ito, believe ako itong mga journalist na ganito, no? Karen Davila, yan, Pinky Web, sino pa? Cheryl Cosin, Ces Oriña Adrilon, Boy Abunda. Oh, well, of course, ang pinaka-the best, si Ted Pailon at DJ Chacha. So, tapos na ang botohan sa Committee on Justice. Next botohan is plenary. And then next, yun na, impeachment trial na. So, pag-usapan lang natin sandali yung bagong desisyon ng Korte Suprema. Mabuti at pinagdesisyonan pa rin nila ito, although na late na ba? Kasi nung last year, may mga nagpetisyon na dapat utusan ng Korte Suprema ang Senado to start immediately the impeachment trial of VP Sara. Dahil forthwith ang nakalagay. Desisyon ng Korte Suprema na hindi pwede. Yung forthwith, ang ibig sabihin nun is enough time. It can be longer, it can be shorter, depende na sa discretion ng Senado. And believe talaga ako sa Korte Suprema eh. Kung minsan, pinapakialaman, hindi pwede yan. Void ab initio yan. Unconstitutional yan. Nakikialam. Ito naman, hindi kami makialam yan. Balang diskarte yan ng Senado kung kailan nila simulan. Kasi ang forthwith, ibig sabihin, depende na sa preparasyon ng Senado. Bigyan natin ng karapatan ang mga senador na magdesisyon kailan nila simulan yung impeachment trial. So napahiya ngayon yung mga legal luminaries. Senator Soto, siya yung pinakamaingay last time. Na dapat simulan na. Hindi pwede yan, ganito yan. Ang dami niyang sinasabi, no? Yung pala, tama, si Senator Cheese Escudero after all. Okay? So, anong mangyari? Ulitin ko ang aking pananaw. Sigurado na yan, yung 1/3 na bilang ng mga kongresista na boboto sa impeachment, sigurado na yan. Kasi yung mga bali-balita ngayon, grabe daw, tawagan. Mga congressman na hindi boboto pabor sa impeachment trial ni VP Sara, wala kayong pundo. Yung boboto, dadagdagan pa namin. Grabe. Akala nila, pera nila yung pundo na yun. But wala talaga itong administrasyong ito. But sige na lang, magtiis na lang tayo. There will always be a day of reckoning. Matatapos din yan yung ginagawa nilang ganyan. Ako, hindi naman ako nababahala pag akyat ng impeachment ni VP Sara sa Senado dahil siguradong mananalo ang ating minamahal na VP Sara.